Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.
Hey guys, welcome back to another week of the fuckery. This is your disappointed but not surprised co-host. I'm Alex.
I'm Addie. And we have a little bit of a story to tell you guys.
Yeah, you kind of heard about it briefly.
We need to address the troll that lives behind Alex's neighbor. So we've definitely spoke about this in episodes. You know, we've mentioned bits and pieces in certain ones, but we need to tell it start to
We're
finish.
doing a deep dive.
We are going full-fledged into the gremlin that lives behind Alex that harasses her on a daily basis. And we need your guys' help in making him disappear. No, just kidding.
But not. All right, so I'll bring it back to the start. So I was in a really bad place last summer, and I went on like this 4-day bender. Like
It was pretty bad. I came over here one night to record and she was like slurring.
I couldn't even speak. I couldn't stand up. Like I was just numbing myself with alcohol. I'm sure everybody has at one point in their life.
Yep.
Thank
It
God
was
I'm better.
quarantine. We're all doing it at some point.
Yeah, I was literally just drinking bottles of tequila.
Literally.
The entire weekend. Going to a party at my friend's house. And then I came home the next day at like 6 a.m., hadn't slept, drank more tequila, went to bed, woke up, was still drunk, drank more tequila, went outside with my dogs. And at this point, I was getting my pool put in the yard. So they took down a portion of my fence and they put up this like snow fence, this like freaking mesh thing that wasn't even standing up at this point because it was taking them weeks to put the fucking pool in. And my dogs kept running out.
She's got 3 dogs, by the way.
Yeah.
That are gremlins.
Literally. And they kept running out, running into the road, whatever. So I'm trying to like wrangle them this day. I'm like drunk as fuck. And my neighbor behind me, he has a deck that like can see over my fence into my yard, like perfect view.
It's upstairs. It's like an upstairs
Yeah, it's
deck.
like a high ranch.
Yeah.
So on the high part, there's a deck. So he sees me trying to wrangle the dogs back in the yard and he yells over, "Hey, I do fences for a living. Do you want me to put a temporary fence up for you so that the dogs don't get out?" And I'm like, "Sure." Because I'm like, oh, this guy's really neighborly. That's nice. My ex who used to live here used to talk to him and hang out with him and whatever.
But
Yes, go ahead.
But anytime your ex would go and hang out with him, he would come back wasted.
Wasted and like high as fuck.
High as fuck. So like red flag, red flag.
So, well, I just thought that was my ex's own behavior.
True.
I wasn't sure. Like I didn't know,
Right.
but I knew that they were partaking and having a great time.
Right.
So-
Like 3 hours later, I'm going to go by his house for 15 minutes. 3
I'm
hours.
gonna help him fill out paperwork for his workers' comp thing.
Yeah.
5 hours later, comes back stumbling, can't even speak. I'm like, oh,
Misses
okay.
dinner.
Yeah, I'm like, great times. So he yells over that he can put up a temporary fence for me. I'm like, okay, sure, that's great. So he goes, "Give me your number." It was Memorial Day weekend last year. So he goes, "Probably by Tuesday when I go back into work, I'll have the material and I'll come over and do it." So I'm like, all right. Oh, this was a week prior. So the next week, Memorial Day weekend, was when I was on my bender.
Right.
So all of a sudden, this dude, I was outside with the dogs. Obviously we had a conversation. I don't fucking know or remember. All of a sudden, this dude is in my house with dinners from the Italian place up the block, a pack of Trulies, and a case of water.
To do the fence.
Supposedly to do the fence.
Just showed up to do the fence.
Yeah, apparently with all this stuff. Come to find out, He does not do fences.
And Alex sent me a picture of him on her couch.
Because I was like, who is this?
And his back hair was out of control.
So
like rubbing up on your couch.
So I'm like, I put two and two together finally because I was like, who the fuck is in my house?
Oh, wait, you didn't even know who he was? You were wasted
I
that
was
day.
fucking wasted.
You knew it was the neighbor when you sent me a picture.
I figured it out eventually.
Oh my God.
And I was just like,
I think my favorite is the case of water.
yeah, like why?
Like, you don't have a fucking water filtration system here that he has to bring a fucking case of water to your home.
also, are we having a romantic dinner with the fucking Italian food? But I ate it anyway.
It's good.
It was actually really good. But so then he's like hanging out here, taking mirror pics with my dogs in the mirror. And he's like, this one's great. What's its name? And I'm just sitting on the couch wasted. I'm like, what? Like, no idea. So then he's like hanging out here. And I'm like, well, if you're going to be here, just do my fucking laundry.
So he goes.
So he literally, I give him my laundry and he starts doing my laundry in the basement, like checking on it every 15 minutes, putting it in the dryer, like doing all this stuff. And I'm just sitting here and now I'm drinking the Trulies because I'm still on my bender and I'm getting drunk again.
I love how he's doing your fucking laundry in the basement with a case of waters.
So
And you're just zooming in on his back hair, sending me pictures.
not even knowing who the fuck it is. This random man is in my house. And I'm totally cool with it. Like,
That's how drunk she was.
yeah, I'm like vibing with the Truly on the couch. Like, yeah, do my laundry, bitch. Like, whatever. Because when I get drunk, I give zero fucks. I have zero inhibitions. Like, it's bad. This is why I shouldn't drink, but I continue to. I don't know why.
You've been curbing it though.
Yes, I've been trying.
Trying.
So whatever. So that happened. So the next morning I wake up. I have to go to my.
Did he fold your clothes?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So the next morning I wake up. I have to go to my uncle's wedding, and he's standing in my bedroom.
No! Wait, I didn't know this part.
I didn't tell you this part.
No.
He's standing in my bedroom holding Gucci, my dog. She doesn't like being held, and he's like, "Good morning." I'm like, "Hi."
Wait, why don't I know this?
I was probably too embarrassed to tell anyone. So he's like, last night was really fun, but you passed out. I go, bro, I'm like,
Wait, did he sleep here?
Clearly.
On the couch?
I have no idea. No, he could have slept in the bed with me for all I know.
Oh my
And I'm sure he
fucking
did.
God.
I'm sure he did at this point. So I wake up.
You would have seen the back hair.
So yeah, so I'm like, you need to fucking leave right now. I don't even know why you're still here. And he goes, why are you so mad? And I'm like, dude, I came to my senses. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. He goes,
That's
okay.
so creepy.
I'm like, I have a wedding to go to right now. I have to get ready. I don't need you fucking here. So he proceeds to text me for the next 24 hours straight saying how great of a time he had at my house that night. Have fun at your wedding. I could just imagine you on the dance floor tearing it up.
If you wore underwear, he would have took all your underwear out of the laundry.
True.
Thank God you don't wear any.
Thank God. It was just so I told him, I was like, listen, like, I don't really like remember anything from last night. I just know that you were like in my house, and I'd appreciate it if like we don't speak anymore, because that was just weird. I was basically like not in my right mind, clearly.
Yeah.
He goes, you were so funny. You were so fun. I love hanging out with you. And I'm like, no, you're not getting it. Like, I don't want to speak to you anymore.
It's so creepy when you wake up from that shit and you're like, what the fuck?
I have to say, though, I'm going to own it. It was my own fucking fault. because
The first time only.
yeah, the first time, like I shouldn't have been on a bender. I shouldn't have been drinking bottles of tequila.
Right.
I shouldn't have even let this guy
Yeah,
in my fucking house.
didn't know that he was just going to come over. It's not like you were over the fence like, hey, bring some Trulies. Like,
Yeah.
he just fucking showed up.
He just literally
to
showed
do
up.
your fence.
Right.
And, you
And-
wake up the next morning and your fence was not done.
Right. And I found out he doesn't even work for a fence company. I know what his job is. He
Right.
works with one of our guy friends. And no. So I just basically tell him, that was like 24 hours going on of him texting me. I keep telling him, like, leave me the fuck alone. He's not getting it. He's sending me pictures of him in the mirror with my dogs. And then sending me pictures of his dogs. Like, this is Mickey and Murphy. Want to take a walk with them tomorrow? I'm like, dude, you're not getting it. I don't want anything to do with you. You're creepy. Leave me alone. Like, you literally stayed at my house all night while I slept.
That's so
Like-
weird. He was probably like filming, watching.
He could have done something to me, and I don't have any recollection of any of it.
There's a chance. I hate to say that.
I know, and that's scary. And this is like a PSA, like, don't do this shit,
Right.
guys. Like, don't. So then
And you think like you're in the comfort of your own home drinking tequila, like you're going to be fine.
I
And
was
then,
just getting blasted by myself.
you were literally by yourself wasted.
Yeah.
It's
Like-
not like you were out partying at like clubs and shit like that. Like you were
No.
on your fucking couch with your 3 dogs hanging.
Literally. And then this guy fucking walks in. But as I said, it's my own fucking fault
For letting him
because
in.
I didn't even know what was going on, and I should never be out of control like that.
Yeah.
And it's my own fault at this point. So whatever, the days go by, he's hounding me. He wants to take me out to dinner. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. And I'm like, you're not getting it. I've asked you multiple times to stop texting me. Like, I'm blocking you. So he was like, oh, no. Oh, so I told him I have a boyfriend. I'm like, I have a boyfriend. You should have never even been at my house. I'm going to tell him everything. And let's just leave it
But
at
he
that.
knew your ex. Did he even know that you guys were broken up or no?
I have no idea. Maybe I said that I have no idea.
Okay. Because he used to drink with your ex-fiance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I guess I guess I told him.
that you guys were done.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, honestly. I don't remember really much.
Except for the laundry.
Yeah.
Okay. And the Trulies.
Yes. So then he's sending me videos of himself thinking he's hot as fuck in his car, high, because this guy's a fucking heroin addict, which I came to find out later.
Right.
He's high as hell. His pupils are pins, and he's in his car, and he's like, "You owe me a fucking pack of Trulies, you bastard." And like, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding. You're a good girl. I'm happy to hear that you have a boyfriend. As long as he treats you right, I'm happy for you. You're cool." Like, first of all, I know I'm cool. Second of all, stop telling me 55 times in one video.
And the videos. It's not even like text. It's like videos. We actually have them on our Instagram, guys.
yes.
Disappointed but not surprised. Follow us on Instagram. They're a little ways down. Alex's sister did a reenactment of the videos. They're kind of funny.
They're really funny.
They're really fucking funny.
So I thought like it was going to like I blocked him. I thought it was going to kind of end at that.
Like fade out once you stop responding.
Yeah,
like
and,
get
like-
the hint.
And like I told you, fuck off in those terms multiple times, and you're not. But whatever. I was like, okay, he'll get the hint eventually. Like, whatever. All of a sudden, I'm driving to Virginia to my friend's baby shower, and I get a fucking pop-up. So-and-so sent you a friend request on Snapchat. It's him. I'm like, oh, hell no. I pull over, block his friggin' ass. And now I'm like thinking like, all right, I have like a real problem on my hands because
He's a stalker.
now I can see my blocked texts on the Android. So if you block someone, you could still look at their messages if you go into block text. He's every day texting me paragraphs. Like literal paragraphs. So I'm like, all right, this is like, now I'm getting paranoid.
Right.
Because I'm like, he literally lives.
He can watch in your window every single night.
And he can literally just come to my house. If my window's open, sneak in the fucking
Yup.
window.
Well, you thought that he did that one day.
Oh, yeah. Because my door was unlocked.
And the dogs were out of the cage
Yeah.
when you got home, and you put them in the fucking cage when you left.
Yeah, and my door was open, and I locked it when I left.
That is so fucked
So
up.
I'm like, someone had to be in here.
And the dogs were totally out of the cage.
Yep.
So crazy.
So weird. So basically, like, I'm not responding to him, obviously, and he's still going. I'm like watching them.
But don't you think that anybody in their right mind, if you don't respond for weeks on end, would stop?
I think that he's not in his right mind.
He's
that's
not.
why I'm scared.
Right.
So
He's a junkie.
yeah, that's the thing. And it's
I
like,
was a junkie too. If somebody wasn't responding, unless it was like my drug dealer at the time, I left them alone.
yeah. He's not getting it though.
No.
Like he thinks he has a shot. I don't know like what went on that night.
Maybe he
to-
thinks it's fate. You guys are neighbors and you're going to get like married in the backyards
Oh,
together.
100% he
You can
thinks
knock
that.
down the fence, just walk over to each other's house.
100% he thinks that.
AKA his dad's house.
Then he starts texting. Well, he's still blocked, but I'm reading it, and he was like, "Ooh, your pool's finally done. Can't wait to watch you lay in the yard all summer. You tell your friends that you have a hot neighbor that's single." So if I'm hooking my friends up with anybody, it ain't fucking you.
And listen, he lives with his fucking disabled dad. It's not even like it's his house. He freeloads off his fucking dad with Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he has like early onset dementia, the poor guy. The poor guy is so fucking nice too, which is why I haven't like thrown a Molotov cocktail into their house because I
Yeah.
care about the dogs and I care about the dad. But if it was just him, whatever. So I mean, I don't even know what to say. He just basically proceeds to text, harass for months.
This was last year and he's still harassing you.
It's still going on a year later.
fucking wild.
Yeah. So then he started requesting my sister and my cousins on Facebook because I don't have Facebook. He starts requesting them. And everybody in my life knows the story. Like,
Clearly.
it's a running joke now.
Even my coworkers know about the neighbor.
Exactly. And like, so my guy friend that works with him was like, listen, if he's still bothering you, let me know. I'm going to text him from my number. I'm going to say I'm your boyfriend and to leave you alone. So once again, he fucking hits me up. So I text my friend. I was like, yo, like, this is what he just said to me. He texts him. He goes, listen, this is Alex's boyfriend. She told me you guys hung out one night. I don't care. Please respect the relationship and leave us alone and leave her alone. Otherwise, it's going to be problems. So he doesn't respond via text. He responds via voice note. And he's like, oh, I'm just trying. It's high as hell.
He's so high.
He's so high. He's slurring. He's like, oh, I just want to be neighborly. Like, she's a cool girl. I didn't even know she had a boyfriend. Which, meanwhile,
told him 80 times. And he met your ex-fiance.
yeah, like minimum 80 times I told him I was in a relationship.
Right.
So he was like, oh, I just care because her sprinklers are going to freeze in the winter and she needs to do that. And I do sprinklers.
Don't you not have sprinklers?
I don't have fucking sprinklers. What are you talking about? So then he goes, dude, we got it covered. Leave her the fuck alone.
And he doesn't do sprinklers or fences.
No. And then on the next voice note, he goes, well, I build houses for a living and I seen sprinklers freeze before. So I'm just trying to let you guys know, like, maybe her dad should like come over and do something with the sprinklers. And he goes, her father passed away. Thanks for the fucking memo. We got it covered, as I said.
Right. We don't need your fucking junky ass coming over to help us sprinklers.
Which I don't even have.
You don't even have sprinklers.
But like, this is like bizarre. This is like the most bizarre fucking shit.
Didn't he call you because there were raccoons in your backyard too?
Well, this was recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So time has gone on. Every time he comes out there, if I'm in the yard, like picking up dog shit, like he'll come out and he'll be like, hey, and I just pretend that I'm deaf. So I like don't even turn around or acknowledge him. And
your skin crawls.
Literally, like I hate this guy. And I hate myself even more because it's my own fucking fault. But like, I fucking hate him.
But it was one time and nothing, like he literally came over and you were sitting on your fucking couch.
Literally. Like it's not like we fucked, like we didn't hook up.
Right.
Like I don't know what his deal is, but I don't get it. Like I'm not that cool. Like you don't need to hang out with me. Like I don't understand. So then he proceeds to keep texting and I'll read them. So this is on October 1st. You home? Want some Trulies? No response, obviously, because he's blocked. Pool looks good. Whoever did it, good job. Mind you, he had texted me that before he was blocked 7 times. That the pool looks good. Thank you. I'm well aware. It's in my goddamn yard. I paid for it. You don't need to tell me it looks good. Why are you even looking over my goddamn fence?
Wait, guys, he's literally looking over the fence right now.
We're staring at him.
We're staring at him. He's looking at us as we're talking about him recording, and he's eating a fucking sandwich, and Alex is flipping him off.
He definitely can see me too, because look. So then he texts me.
Literally looking over.
A month later, hey you, the pool came out amazing. Good job. I swear to God. No, obviously didn't respond because he's blocked. Then, March 4th, hey, Alex, I know we never even got a chance to get to know each other. Not much I could do now, but if you're going to live behind me, I don't want to argue or neglect each other. I'm not like that, Alex. I'm not going behind your man's back. If you're happy, that's awesome. I hope we can talk one day, Alex. I think you're a great girl. I was in a 7-year relationship, got engaged, and things went bad. But me and you never got a chance to talk, Alex. I'm not going to bother, but I've been biting my tongue to talk to you, tell you I'm sorry about the night I met you, and sorry that I never got to shoot my shot, Alex. I didn't even get to talk to you. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. What are you saying?
He came over and took selfies with your fucking dog and did your laundry. I feel like you guys talked and then you talked more as you were saying, leave me the fuck alone. And then you
that's the
him.
only time I've ever fucking spoke to him was when I was telling him to fuck off. Then 6 days later, do you ever hang out or you just chill with your boyfriend? If you're allowed to hang out, come to Belfast tonight, which is a restaurant that just opened in this town. No, obviously I didn't respond. 5 days later, hey, are you still with your boyfriend?
Come on.
Swear to fucking God.
We need to do like a Home Alone thing and put just like a blow up doll, but like a life-size one, or we can get like one of those mannequin like men and just put him in your
100%.
window. And just so he constantly sees like a man in your window.
And one time, one of my guy friends was over and we're talking and he could see him out the window. What is
like
he doing right now?
He's fucking
what is
standing
he
up, peering over in the window. He's so annoying. Yo, he's eating a sandwich. You want to poison it?
Go get the potato launcher.
Hey guys, we have a potato launcher that we bought on Amazon and we're planning on shooting him with the fucking potato launcher.
So a couple of Sundays ago, my guy friend's over, we're chilling, and he's outside on his deck, which looks
like he is right now
over my yard, and he was drinking like a personal of Jack Daniels.
So weird.
So who am I to talk? I went on a bender that weekend, but whatever, regardless. So my guy friend's like, yo, you want, because he knows the story. He's like, you want me to take care of this right now? I'm like, please do. So he goes outside and he is like, yo, boss, let me talk to you for a minute. The neighbor flies in his house, like ran, didn't even close the door. So he's like, the door's open. I'm just going to keep saying shit. And I'm like, go for it. He was like, yo, come outside. Let me talk to you. He's like, you want to talk to her? You can talk to me. He never came out, nothing.
What a little bitch.
Yeah. So then yesterday, I'm sitting in my yard. I'm reading my book. He's outside. He has these fucking white sunglasses on that it looked like they came from the fucking dollar store. On the he always pretends he's on the phone.
He was doing that before, just now.
Yeah, he was like, yo, when I see you, you better give me my money. All right, see you later. Bye. So I'm like, me and my sister and my cousin are in a group chat, and they were like, what are you doing, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I'm actually watching Kenny pretend to be
On the phone.
Yeah. So Gab, my sister was like, oh, let me call him right now so you can watch the phone ring while he's pretending to be on it. So she calls him and she's like, it's Morty from the gift shop. Your package is here. And he's like, I don't know no more Tinos or whatever.
She always pretends she's Morty.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's Shelly from the bookstore, and this time it's Morty from the gift shop.
She pranked him again today.
Yeah, we just like pranked him like 45 minutes ago. But he's so bizarre. And then our friend Nina, she's been on here a couple of times. She told her dad about it. So her dad comes here the other day. He's like, I'm going to squeeze his fucking head off till it pops like a pimple. I'm going to break his fucking legs. So he's like, get him outside. I'm like, no, please.
He's never going to come outside.
And here's the thing, like, I have to live behind the motherfucker.
Right.
So I don't know. But he was like, what's his name? And I'm like, Sean.
It's
not Sean. And he's like, Sean, get out here, Sean. Like yelling. Oh my God, he's fucking crazy. I love him. But
that's going to cause problems.
yeah, and I was like, listen, my boyfriend, quote unquote, is going to handle it. Don't worry about it. And then my aunt knows his boss. So my aunt has been here a few times. She saw how annoying he was because
he's relentless.
And she was like, because he was like riling my dogs up in the yard to try to get them to like go at his dogs, and they were basically destroying my fence that I just put in. And my aunt's like, who the fuck is that? And why is he so annoying? And I was like, oh, you don't even know.
Right.
So I told her, then they were here Mother's Day last Sunday. And she goes, oh, is that the fucking jackass out there? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, he works for whatever. And I was like, mm-hmm. She goes, oh, I'll be putting a call into so-and-so tomorrow morning. To his boss, because she's very good friends with his boss.
But what I said is if he gets fired from his job for harassing, then he's just going to be home all day and just literally peering out over his deck all day. So that is it's like going to backfire.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to say this. So we said how our friend works with him. I'm getting a call like 7 a.m. from my friend one morning. I'm like, what's up? He goes, you're not going to fucking believe this. He's like, or maybe you will. He goes, your neighbor just OD'd at work, fell, smashed his head on the truck, and split his whole side of his face open.
You lit up.
I was really happy.
Like, we're not saying we want anything bad to happen to anybody, but if anything bad is going to happen to someone, it's going to be the neighbor.
I'm just saying, if he disappeared from life,
you wouldn't
I
cry.
would be seriously happy as fuck. I'd be crying tears of joy.
You wouldn't shed a tear.
No. It would be happy tears, if anything. Like, he just makes my life miserable.
And it's so uncomfortable because it's not like an ex-boyfriend where you like break up with him, block him, and you go away. Like, no, he's literally like, we're legit watching him peer over her fence as we speak. Actually, he just went inside.
Probably making himself another sandwich.
Or he's talking to Morty from the
gift shop.
Mort.
So we came up with a few tactics on how to get rid of him.
Yeah. So we have a potato launcher. We're going to hang out in the backyard and slam him with fucking potatoes in the face.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous, though.
We could probably get arrested.
But I feel like we could deny till the end because we're going to be like, wait, what? First of all, he's a junkie, drug addict.
Yeah.
Second of all, why would we throw potatoes at somebody?
And where do you even get a potato launcher from?
What do you mean a potato launcher? That's
weird. We
weird.
should invest in that. Okay. Thanks for bringing it up.
Also, I'm going to go over there dressed as a cop.
Yeah, and we're serving him with fake restraining order papers.
Can we get in trouble for that? No.
You can for impersonating the cop, but how the fuck is he going to know who it is?
Exactly. Because we're saying it on the podcast.
Whatever. He probably listens. Oh, because I forgot to mention this. Like 2 weeks ago, I get a WhatsApp message. I never use WhatsApp ever. I get a WhatsApp message from him.
Who uses WhatsApp?
No one. It's somebody that's trying to find you.
Right.
Because they're blocked on every other form of communication.
Right.
Like, the next thing is him just coming to the door. And if that's the case, I'm pressing charges for trespassing.
Yeah.
So he says, hey, can we at least talk about something and be friends? It's not okay to text it. I would rather talk even if it's just outside. I don't know. I said, what is there to say? My boyfriend doesn't want us talking. What don't you get? Write it on here if you have something to say to me.
And this is on WhatsApp.
Yeah, this is on WhatsApp. He goes, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll see you one day and tell you. I said, nah. He goes, okay then, nah, LOL. I just wanted to talk to you. I said, about what? He goes, just something that happened. I just wanted to get it out, and we don't have to be enemies. I don't know why you're like this. I said, there's nothing to talk about. Please leave me alone. So then he didn't respond. 2 hours later, now try not to yell at me. I'm not home, but I wanted to let you know, be careful with raccoons in the backyard. Last night there was 2 on your fence, just letting you know.
Like, bro, it's fucking nature.
First of all, I love raccoons. Second of all, I've been here for 2 years, never seen a raccoon once.
He's making it up.
He is. What are you talking about? And don't say you're going to see me, because if you do see me, I'm kicking your fucking ass.
We could beat him up. I know Krav Maga.
I mean, I'm down.
And I feel like he would be so high that we could just lay him out in one punch.
I should like lure him. Like, all right, do you want to talk? Like, meet me on the corner.
And then I'll just karate chop him in the neck.
Yes. And pull his back hair off.
I should just shave his back hair and be like, gotcha, bitch. Oh, we also had another plan to saw off one of the legs on the deck of his house.
Yes. But not make it obvious.
Yeah. It's like taking the wheels out of somebody's chair. You got to take like 2 wheels out, so then when they fall and tip over, you can't take all of them out.
Right. So it's
So-
like when he steps on it, the thing's going to
The thing's
collapse.
going to collapse. But then
I'm afraid it's the dad. Because that would happen. The dad would freaking die.
And
He'd
then we
inherit
would
the
be
house.
in trouble, and then he'd
Yeah.
be in there for forever.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like the dog.
I know, and I feel bad for the dogs. Otherwise, I would have lit the house up, right? But like,
I still say we serve him papers.
yeah.
Your sister's boyfriend said he would do that too.
Yeah.
Because he's a cop.
Yeah, he said he's like, I'll put a suit and my badge on and have my gun, and I'll just go over there.
And just tell him to fucking knock it off. Mm-hmm. Do like noise ordinance things or something like that too.
But the thing is, it's like, when I have parties in the summer and stuff, I don't want him to be like,
Peering over the fence.
not even that, but I don't want him to be calling the cops on me.
Oh, right.
So I don't know if he's going to react badly to it. So I'm kind of just like playing it out right now to see where it goes.
Well, you said anytime he talks to you, you're either going to play deaf or just play like you have like a speech impediment.
And be like, and see what he does. Morty! Oh, sorry, my Tourette's.
Just start like seizuring on the crowd. No, because then he'd come over and save you.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, are you okay? I'll take care of you. I'll do your laundry again. I'll bring you Italian food.
I feel like anything that we do is going to backfire.
No, 100%, because he's going to take it as like an invitation in some way. Like if I put a sign up in my yard saying, fuck
you.
off, he'd be like, oh my God.
They love me.
Yeah. They know I exist.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Literally. He's Lloyd Christmas. Literally. But yeah, I hate him.
So basically, we just wanted to share that because Alex has been going through this pain and suffering for the last year.
Literally.
And we had to put it out there. So if anybody has any
Ideas or police contact that you can help me.
to hit him with the Billy Club.
I'll like freaking stash his car with freaking heroin packets and get him pulled over. I don't give a fuck at this point.
Honestly, we could. Well, what we said, we were joking. Like, we were totally joking. Like, we could just, like, implant fentanyl in his car.
Like, just throw a bag over the fence. He'd do it, and then he'd be
But
gone.
then we both said that here's the problem with it, because it's like a kid in a candy shop. You just leave the breadcrumbs, he'd do all the fentanyl and, like, be gone. But we said that it would backfire and it would, like, rub onto our skin and we would die.
We'd be like, yeah, this is gonna work. We get back to my house and we both die on my couch.
We die on the spot because we, like, touched it or accidentally inhaled it. No matter what we do, backfires.
Every time. This is why this is called Disappointed But Not Surprised. There's a reason.
So we're sticking with the potato launcher. We're actually going to post some videos. We should do target practice with this thing. It goes like 40 miles an hour.
But remember when we did it at work and the guy was like, you could put a hole through someone with this thing.
Oh, I forgot we potato launched at work.
Yeah, we shot it over the highway.
Oh,
Remember?
my.
Probably, a lot of people probably had broken windows and roofs that day.
We were on a tractor trailer shooting potatoes in stiletto heels.
We have to post that picture.
Okay.
All right.
I have that on my grandma, I think, still.
Me
Maybe
too.
I deleted it.
No, I haven't. What? But yeah, anyway, so go on our Instagram page to watch the videos.
Yeah, we're going to post the videos of him with the Truly. Follow us on social media. The Instagram is Disappointed But Not Surprised. The Facebook is Disappointed But Not Surprised Pod. We're now on TikTok, or we're slowly learning. DBNS period podcast, and Twitter is podcast DBNS. Before we close out,
Confession Corner. Okay, guys, first confession. Whenever I have a snack or drink, I type the product in on YouTube and watch people review it while I eat or drink.
I mean,
Okay. Weird flex, but fine.
I kind of like that. I might start doing that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can learn more about the product. All right, next confession. Tips on how to not get tired while eating her out. Well, I love eating my girl out, but my jaw and tongue gets tired. Anyway, a practice or something to get better. I mean, dude, if you learn how to beatbox, that'll help.
Yup.
Give yourself an extra skill while strengthening your muscles. That's actually pretty fucking a good idea.
That's gold.
Right? And then you'll be able to learn control force and speed, and you could just like beatbox on her pussy all day. That's my tip.
I'd probably like that.
Right? Plus, beatboxers are kind of hot.
They are. Wait, I was going to say that.
There's this guy on TikTok that's like a beatboxer. Did I ever send you that video?
I don't know.
Oh my God, he's fucking legit.
Really?
Like, I followed him recently. I'll send you the video. But like, beatboxing's hot. We used to always do. One of my friends, he beatboxes really fucking well, Jack. And we used to always have big parties at my house back in the day out by the pool. And it would be like till 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, those like picnic table talking about life and stars and moon and whatever. And we would sit around the back table and he'd be like beatboxing the whole time. And it was so fucking dope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was
I
so
love that
fun.
shit.
Those were like some of the best nights. All right, last confession.
Oh my God. My butthole is mute. All of my farts are silent and I can't get them to make a noise no matter how much gas I collect. This confession is just to make someone shake their heads and facepalm at the stupidity of humans.
Does it smell when you fart?
But like, can you write in real confessions? Like, this is so fucking stupid.
I secretly like them. But like, how have your farts never made noise? He's not pushing hard enough.
I don't know. My dogs fart and it's loud.
Yeah, but she farts and it's silent all the time, and then we just get hit by the fucking barricade of stench.
Yeah, but then sometimes when she like jumps up when I'm eating, you hear and then she like looks at her ass. But that's a fucking dog. Like,
I feel like every human in life has made a loud fart at some point. There's no way your butthole is that silent unless it's so loose that the air just like flows through like
But I feel like that would be worse. It'd be like,
my coworker, no, because it's like a big thing. My coworker practiced sphincter control for forever, and he would like, of course he did. Dude, he was the worst farter ever. He farted in a box once and put it on my head, and the fucking stench was unbearable. He also farted in a water bottle and then had my other coworker drink it.
I remember that. Didn't he like throw up? That's fucking disgusting.
He put the cap on and he was so happy that it worked. And my poor assistant like went to go and drink it and basically fucking puked. It was disgusting. So he says he practiced sphincter control. So his farts were like, they would go on for like a fucking minute.
He should get a job at like the freaking.
Wait, this is the worst. His poor wife is the nicest woman ever, and she's so like, she's a calm lady. So he waits for her upstairs and puts baby powder all over his ass and like lays in like, you know, the baby pose in yoga, where you're like holding your feet and your butt's in the air, and he like hears her coming up the stairs and like gets on the bed and waits. And he farts, so all the fucking baby powder flies into the air when she walks in the room.
And if she goes to court for divorce, I will be like,
I don't blame her.
To, like,
right?
Be like, I get it.
Was a farting king. Like, I would not be able to put up with that.
That's disgusting to
right?
me.
And then your fart particles are on the baby powder and they're all over the fucking bedroom.
Ew, no, that's grounds for divorce.
I would
never
probably
date
divorce
somebody
him.
that did that.
No. He's like a 50-year-old man. And this only happened like 4 years ago.
That's disgusting.
He was in his late 40s when he did it.
Ew.
And he's got 2 kids.
Yeah, and they're going to grow up to be just like that. And that's
The
sad.
son is. The daughter's not.
Fucking decayed society.
All right, guys. Follow us on social media. And we will see you next week.
Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.